Educatedcollins Hearthstone. How you doing? Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I have a Galewing game for you. However, while recording, I forgot to record my audio for it. So I'm deciding to just talk over the game and think about or talk about what I was thinking through each of the turns. So maybe this will be a little bit better, a little bit more informed since I just get to think about it. The interesting thing I did do for this game was I did hero power Ironforge on one. I kind of just wanted to see how it felt, I guess. Since everyone always talks about going Plaguelands, and generally Plaguelands is better if you have economy. But I wanted to see if Ironforge on one had a different style or a different flow. So that was just the idea here of picking that one, just to kind of see how it goes. In terms of minions, to just pick the micro mummy. I think it's has the most flexibility if you're gonna keep it. Not that obviously if you see something better, you'll take it, but there's a lot of flexibility in what micro mummy can do. Mexerin, it's an avenge procer. Though the beast also does very similar stuff. Double Risen Rider, those are definitely good, but I was just trying to make sure I take advantage of the Ironforge with the extra economy. So didn't really want to stay on one for this. So not a crazy one. We're going to move up a little bit. Get another tie here. Nice thing about our fights. We've been relatively healthy. So that is appreciative. All right, so here's the payoff. Here's the big play. Whoa, 7 gold. Wow, amazing. Oh my god, these rolls are not that great. You could level, but it's whatever. Obviously, I'm not going to go west for anything random. We're just going to see. These picks not really sold. There is a micro mummy pair is probably what I'm thinking about, but really not happy with any of this. So I decided to roll. Here I could think about leveling if everything sucks. Everything does suck, but you could go for those two. I could definitely see just leveling and saying these are not good enough. I am recording this much later after I've played the game, but yeah, okay, yeah. So I just decided, okay, those cards suck. I'm not gonna take them. Let's just level, and hopefully we don't take too much damage to level here, and we find some goods. Yeah, because those rolls just weren't great. So something interesting here is the pirate doesn't attack here because there's nothing on the board to attack. So, and they're just taking extra damage. Kind of sucks, but that's the price of leveling, I guess. So we'll see if we have a good roll here. Got some interesting things. There's a double Skyfin, which is a decent ramp. There's also the dragon. That card is very common in broken compositions, right? That card really does open up a lot of things that are really, really strong. So could definitely see adjusting that or taking that as well. There's just not a lot of synergy here. You could take the Geomancer and the dragon. Well, there's 3 dragons, but the beast dragon. But I think I did just go with the scaling option here, the double Skyfins. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Going into combat, obviously, I'm super weak right now. It's not even reasonable. At least we heal for 2. We do give him a gem, but I think our health is more important here. So yeah, we're gonna take a lot of damage, 8 damage here. So we need to get strong this turn because we've taken the scaling unit. We've already taken a lot of pressure. We're last place, 25 damage. We're looking for some battle cry, something that can good. Green Thumb is generally a good card. I just don't think it's super priority here. You really want to be getting some battle cries. So we can't level for sure. We have to be getting some power here. And unfortunately, none of these are battle cry. So I'm pretty sure I'm just saying, okay, I'm going to look for a battle cry. We don't get it, right? But we do get Gambler, which you can always take, right? You can always sell it. And then Ghoul of the Feast is a pretty good tempo card. The other 2 are okay. You could definitely sell the Gambler, get the Rat Pack, get the Golden Feast. I believe that's probably what I'm thinking here. Go for those 2, right? To at least heal, because right now we're taking so much pressure, so we need to find a way to stabilize. So I'm pretty sure we sell the Gambler, get the Rat Pike, get the Ghoul, and use that as our like saving grace. In terms of ordering, I think we go for the mech ordering in the first place, just to have the most chance to have full minions. I think I swapped those two at the end. Yeah, okay, yeah, something like that, right? To have the most minions on the board. You don't want the rat first because you want it to get the buff so that you can summon 4 and keep going. A little unlucky with the hit, but the idea is still solid, right? You want to have the most chance of getting as many buffs as possible, and you can really see how strong Ghoul of the Feast is, right? Like, still just saves us, right? So here, it's a pretty clear level and buy something turn. None of these really do that much. You could say maybe the taunt and maybe the seer, right? Seer is a battle cry, also gives, you know, the attack, and so I could definitely see the seer here. The radio star is like very greedy, and I think we don't want to be greedy in this scenario, so I'm hoping I go for the seer here. I'm really thinking about it. Oh, I know I'm not. I'm a greedy person. Okay. Oh no. And instead of the gold, I just go for the stats. But then I end up forgetting about that I picked the stats and ended up putting something that I didn't want to buff. So I probably could have just went for the 2 turn. I do think I probably wanted to get another another Plague Lance proc as early as possible. But you can see that I forgot about my hero power here. Like, I don't want to buff that beast. It's not relevant. So I could definitely see the seer. If I'm going to do this, you take the seer and then you move one of your dragons in the front. But yeah, I just forgot about my hero power here. But yeah, we're once again our beast gets killed early. I mean, it's not the worst thing, right? Because at least your Ghoul of the Feast is still alive, but you know, obviously you'd want to have more procs on that. So yeah, not great hits here. Really not fantastic. Yeah, not a happy fight. So we're taking quite a bit here, 9 damage. Putting ourselves to 16. So luckily we're not at 15, right? Like, just to have that like one more shot in case things go wrong. Yeah, here you can see by my face I forgot. Now you can. Alright, so we're going tempo here. We're buying the Raptor. I think the lookout also really nice for your things. And we hit the triple. Okay, so that's some chance here. Now we're needing to figure out what we want to do. So I think I take the seer. It's most tempo. And then I probably look at the 1/1 as well in the shop because I can cycle it pretty easily. Pretty sure I have to get out the radio star as well. Oh, I'm taking it now. Ah, I see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take the triple now and then get the 6. Get a 6. Now you could definitely say that's greedy, but I am at 16, and I do have Ghoul of the Feast, which is a really powerful tempo card. So I'm thinking, okay, I see what I'm doing here. I'm thinking, okay, I can hopefully have the Raptor and the Ghoul of the Feast carry me this fight. Then I'm able to level and get a 6 without crying. Where normally, if I'm trying to get a 6, it's gonna cost so much, and I'm too low to really go for this. So this is just me being a little bit aggressively greedy. I'm locking here because I can cycle. I can cycle the 1/1 and still level. So I'm just thinking, oh, maybe the cycle will do something for me. So we can see the opponent is going for a full like gem milking with Raptor tempo with some Murlocs on the side. It's definitely a confusing board from my opponent here. He is healthy, so maybe he doesn't have to care too much about what he's doing at the moment. But in terms of direction, I really don't feel like he has anything going for himself. So, except for the gems, but the gems have no synergy and no generation, so it's just definitely a weird one. But yeah, we do win this fight, which is really nice. Good opponent for us to stay healthy, stay above range. And that makes it a lot easier to commit. So I decide to level first. Maybe I should have cycled first, right? Should I bought the 1/1 and then cycled first? Definitely think that could have been better. But whatever, we do go for the leveling. And actually, we do have a chance to roll and buy. So this isn't even that bad. In terms of the options, none of these are great, but Fell Stomper is great when we talk about, because Fell Stomper is basically what we're doing. We have the goal to feast setup, so yeah, this is an easy Fell Stomper. We're thinking about taking this to good another 6. Okay, that's fair. We don't have to play it right now, but yeah, Fell Stomper, I think, is a good commitment of what we're doing, because we're not in a great spot, so we need to find things that can give us some stabilization, right? And I definitely think Fell Stomper is something that can do that. In terms of our positioning, we don't want the Rat Pack being cleaved. Pirates are in this lobby, so we do want to be thinking about cleave at some point. So yeah, just a very honest game. We got our 6, and we're looking like we're committing to it for now. We'll see if we decide to change ideas, but that's like the idea so far of what we've been doing. So we can see this Tess is very greedy. Still has a golden golden corpse refiner. That's so greedy. It means that they are going to have to like pop off either this turn or, well, yeah, it has to be this turn because they're going to be under 15, so they have to pop off here. They have a lot of economy. Fell Stomper isn't like the best thing to copy though, because it's not that much. It's not a winning like scaling comp, so not the best fight for him to fight me, where my units are like not that good. So we're finally getting rid of our Ghoul of Feast. I think our Fell Stomper is good enough replacement. We're looking at the 5, trying to get a 6. And I'm getting a Mantic Queen, which really does not synergize that well with our composition. So I don't think we went for it. We did use it to level though. Okay, I can see the idea how we can still take a 15, so we're not one-shot range, and we have good tempo. So this is something you have to be doing with the Fell Stomper. You're playing a comp that doesn't really scale, so you have to find ways to get some advantage. And one of the ways of getting advantage is leveling. It gives you more options, more ways to win. So, and we did get a good tempo card with the Mantic Queen, so we're hoping the Mantic Queen can kind of save us for a bit while we transition to 6. And keep in mind, we are getting our Plague Lance proc next turn, so I think that's another reason why the leveling feels a little bit more enticing, since we're going to be getting another 6. So I definitely think I like what we ended up doing here with this particular play. So yeah, looks like our opponent is full committing to Murloc scaling, which is pretty scary, honestly. That hit wasn't that good for us. But we did, I mean, generally, like, our stats are really nice, right? Look at these. Look at the Fell Stomper just, like, carrying so hard here. So definitely a really nice fight for us in terms of having a lot of good RNG. And then, he takes a lot at the end. So not a great fight for the opponents. Taking 15, right? Taking 15 here. So definitely not happy to be seeing that, but yeah, the test could not recover in that one turn. A little bit greedy for that test here. So we get another 6. Pretty sure that the Gas Curler has the most synergy with our current deck list. You could also say the Colossus of the Sun is not bad, and I do agree with that. I just think, like, out of the 2, Gas Curler has more synergy. We're looking for a taunt because we want to replace the what's it called, the 2-1, right? It's not good enough to really be like worth a spot in this if we're committing to this composition. So having another taunt will just give you some safety. I was looking at the Xylo Bones, but I just think it's past that prime. The Mama Bear is interesting for sure. You can buff up the gas killer, and we also do have the Raptor as well. And then I also see the 2/5. So I'm thinking, okay, can we go Beast with those two? Right, those are really really powerful. So yeah, we're selling our big dragon. We're just saying it's not really worth it to commit to that. So now it looks like we're very likely we can cycle the other the other 2/6 if we want to. So yeah, we're selling our taunt. We are going to cycle the other 2/6. Okay. Wonder what we're taunting here. So we're thinking about it. We could taunt the 5/7, the 5/5. Huh. Oh no, okay. So what are we taunting? We're not taunting, we're just holding it in our hand. Oh, okay. I guess that's fine. It's not the worst play. I think we maybe could have played this the taunt though. We are seeing the power of the transition, right? We're getting so much power here. Look at the stats here now. Right, summoning 16 10s. Right, really really nice. So I mean, this looked really scary, but you can see we transitioned in the perfect time to scale up and actually have a good fight here, right? If we didn't transition, if we didn't take the beast stuff, we would definitely just like get super punished, maybe die here. So good save on us. We spiked at the right moments in this lobby. So nothing here great. The 4/3 is interesting, right? When to start like getting procs, so I could definitely see that. Also, the Octa story is also very interesting. Start getting procs. I definitely had a really good match where I had the Octa story really carry here. So we are going to be taking the 4/3, and I bet I also take the Octa story here. Maybe get out of definitely getting out of the 6/3. But even the Rat Pack isn't that enticing. Yeah, the upbeat duo I think is too late for us. It's going to be really hard to survive with a duo when we need all the power on the board, and you have to keep it for 2 turns. It's very difficult. Yeah, so the Rat Pack and the 6/3 are the 2 cards I'm really looking at replacing. Upbeat duo I think is just too greedy to pick up. Okay, so there's another Rat Pack. You could swap the Rat Pack with another Rat Pack. That one is not that crazy. The question is like, how would you do it? You would maybe get out of the Fell Stomper. I think you want to keep the taunt. Yeah, so yeah, see now I'm thinking about, okay, do I get out of the Fell Stomper? Yeah, so I'm gonna commit. Gonna play Octosari, gonna take out to replace the Rat Pack. Not playing the taunt still. We get the reroam. Not anything we want to lock here. So we're getting out of the Fell Stomper comp. We're committing away from it because we know it's not a winning composition. So this looks like a winner. He has a huge, gigantic cleave that's going to be so hard to deal with. So hopefully, we don't die here. Cleaves are one of our more important steps. And hopefully, ooh, Leroy is really good. Kills off a 60 health minion. That might be the difference maker here to save us. And we do have to kill one of the 2, right? So one of those have to die. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be killing the 6-drop. So that's really nice. It looks like he's on 6 as well. So if we did not kill that 6-drop, we were dead here. So definitely saved by the bell. Very strong opponent, right? So we have to be worried about that. We're gonna take the pair just to have it. But we really do need to find some scaling here. The gamblers are too they don't do anything. Just gonna keep rolling. Record Smuggler's not helping us. Just keep rolling. Nothing here. Taunt. The shields are not gonna carry. Cleaves too late. Yeah, really not rolling into anything we want to play with right now. Alright, we're selling the rat pack. Just think that's not good enough. We're probably thinking about replacing it with the Octosauri. Okay, so still didn't roll into anything crazy. So I think here I decide to taunt our gas coiler. Yeah, so I just want to have some consistency for the Octosauries, just to have as many procs as possible. Definitely need a hero power. Plague Lance is like a little ambitious, but we're gonna go for it. It's not like the other one was gonna do anything. The Raptor is very likely going to leave soon. So here we're full committing now. We're going double Octosauri, no Felf Stomper, no Rat Pack. Just trying to scale here. So this is a little bit scary. Well, he doesn't have a Bog Grow, so there's no summoning from the hand. So that's the nice thing. He only has 2 taunts, which isn't super powerful. And as long as our monkey lives, we're fine, I think. So get some summons. We're summoning a 24/24. Finally, our guy dies. And then here we get another summon, summoning a 20/20 and a 10/5. So that's good enough to get the win there. So probably not happy fighting me. I believe I did all of the damage on him. So a little rough. So here we get 3. We get to the top 3 with that fight. And that's pretty good so far. We're also fighting the ghost, so we might even get a top 2. Definitely a good salvage of this game. I definitely remember that I felt like I wasn't really playing correctly, but as I'm reviewing it here, I'm like, well, there wasn't that many good options for you, especially with like the Ironforge on 2. I want to say at this point that I don't think the Ironforge on 2 was good, really. I think you just stick to the regular script. There's a double Fell Stomper, but I think it's too late for that, and you don't have the gold anyways. Yeah, so I think you just stick to the script and you probably have an easier time, right? We kind of had to salvage, go all the way to turn 6, and then use that to recover. So not badly played, but maybe the initial decisions put you on the back foot immediately, you could argue. So I was thinking, do I want a more milking? Put the mama bear in front. Maybe a little too greedy, I think. There's a banana slammer. I think you want to lock that there. Trying to get a good amount of milk here by doing that. Both of our Arctosaurus got the buff, which I don't love, but yeah, this guy's really big. Really big, right? I want to say, like, I did not think this is a winnable fight, right? Look at this guy. Like, it looks so scary looking. One of our Arctosaurus died. We don't get the reborn, but we do get the 36/36, which is pretty good. One of them almost died, but it comes back, so that's not horrible. That one died for free. That one also died. And then here we go, right? There's our saving grace right there. Our 76 stat minion carrying us. So we actually end up winning this fight. I really didn't think I was winning this. Oh man, I want to show 1 second. Let me turn off the camera. This look at me. I'm like, whoa, I lived. I lived. Wow, I can't believe it. That's me right there. Full in disbelief. But yeah, definitely a good fight for us. Yeah, so you can see it. I don't have audio because I didn't record it, unfortunately. But going back here, now we're in a top 2. This was the pirate play I was super scared of. I honestly think he was stronger than us. like the last time we fought him, which was like 4 or 5 turns ago, and now he has 7 triples. So like, I don't really see ourselves having a chance here, but obviously I'm still gonna play it out. I think a Leroy is something we have to have, meaning the gas crawlers are also really, really important. The poison is also something I could think about. Oh, it looks like I'm skipping the poison. Okay. Don't know if I love skipping the poison there. You could definitely sell. I guess sell sell that, and maybe the 1/9 as well. I think you sell the 1/9, you play the Leroy, you play the poison. Oh, I guess I'm going double banana. And then Leroy double banana. That's actually fair. Oh well, Now I could have played the poison, right? Yeah, sell the mama bear, okay. And then you play the poison. So I could have a poison here. Leroy first, poison like third. So swap the positionings. And I think that would have been better. Now, would I have won? Like let's not kid ourselves. But I do think, right, I was playing around the cleave, trying to putting the Leroy in the back. So I could see that idea, but still poison first. Leroy. Oh, and I hit another Leroy. Hit the wrong target, though. But yeah, here's where it comes, right? 80 health here. We lost our guy. So let's say this one pops, right? If it, how big would that be with a double buff? We'd have it'd be like 160. So we still lose to the back line here. But it would have been maybe a slightly closer fight. But you can see like kind of a good piloting game, I think, to get second place here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. No, if I'm doing more commentary, I just had to do it because I didn't record the audio. But take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff people say here.